yes, it's the end of the year and all of our internal fleshy batteries have been well spent. It's time to slow down to prevent any unexpected shutdowns and reflect on the year that is 2017. The year started off with me rushing here and there and, well, actually here. Late, super late, running really late. There's the bus, I'm gonna run for it. First port of call, well, actually I took the plane, not a boat, but it was Leica HQ. There were unsurprisingly lots of Leica gear, a giant human-sized 24-carat porcupine, me going down on a Leica, hugging grown men, and the M10 obviously. The M10 was so quintessentially Leica because it wasn't a huge step up in terms of tech advancement, and two, it doesn't really matter because it's a Leica, and it was right in so many other ways. I don't know how Leica does it. It looks the same, unchanged. It's a bit smaller, but somehow I quite like it. Oh, even he's rolling his eyes. Then from Germany to Hong Kong, where I filmed an ad with DJI.
That guy's got his underpants on the outside of his trousers.
And in February, I was off to New York City. Statue of Liberty. To meet up with Locke and Sarah Peachy Dici, hang out with the guys from B&H. Today I am going on board a helicopter for some aerial photography, and this is the beast that I'll be flying in. Ride on a helicopter, thanks B&H. And do what any self-respecting Asian dudes would do when visiting the Big Apple. Other than queue up outside Supreme or buy milk powder, and that's to take part in some weird I'm Casey Neistat fetish.
Here, I'll take a camera.
Yeah, thank you. Is he gonna fall off?
I don't know. We're gonna have to see. He's doing good.
Straight towards the Rangers. And then from New York to Barcelona, where some people are too lazy to carry their own laptops apparently. Photography is a continuous learning process, a sort of burst of bite-sized lessons. And in March, I learned the biggest, most humbling one of them all.
But it's also important that it's a little bit unsharp in the Huawei phone, and we call it the bokeh.
A new word for those blurry out-of-focus elements. Bokeh. Bokeh.
You got some bokeh?
Bokeh.
It's a little bit unsharp in the Huawei phone, and we call it the bokeh.
You got some bokeh?
Or an Ansel book.
It's the bokeh.
Or an Ansel book. Or an Ansel book.
It's the bokeh.
Or an Ansel book.
That's what happened to my shot though. I don't know what kind of boat that is.
Okay, in a taxi going back, finally. We've just been waiting for a taxi for like ages. We managed to pick up Casper Lee.
I get that often, mate, but I'm not him.
Shit, so we just got some random South African dude. Also, in March, the M1, which wowed me in a completely different way. I mean, wow, actual wow. A little bit of hunting there on a subject that doesn't move. And I'm just using the same point. So I gave it away. Would you like a camera for free, people? Free camera. It's a Xiaoyi M1. Shoots 4K, 24 megapixels. Enjoy it. It's rubbish. I felt a little bit bad about how harsh I was with the Xiaoyi camera, but then to my surprise, they sent me more shit to review. A 360 camera, which I looked at with a couple of other 360 cameras recently. Today, I'm looking at 3 360 cameras, including GoPro Fusion. Not really a big fan of 360 cameras, I always think they're for maps or porn. But as the GoPro Fusion is out, I thought I'd give it a quick fiddle.
Why you zoom? You're zooming in so much. Stop. This makes me awkward.
I had the Insta360 and the Xiaomi 360 thing and the GoPro Fusion. GoPro, it seems to have been released quite quietly actually. Like a little silent fart, like a whoop, whoop. I'm wearing all of my jackets. Some guy outside a hotel presented me with a package, not dodgy, so therefore I have to wear the contents of my bag. But I do have a GoPro Fusion here, which is their new 360 camera. Shoots 5.2K. Long story short, get the Insta360 Works well, the app is totally mint, lets you change angles after shooting and shit like that. Lovely. Next. I'm surprised they're still sending me shit after what I said about their mirrorless camera that is blatant rip-off of a Leica. Conclusion in a nutshell, Xiaomi is cheap, that's it, and it works. That's enough. So that's the E360 4K. At least I didn't give it away this time.
I love your stuff.
Oh really?
Do
you want a free camera?
Oh yeah, go on then.
I've got the it's a charger, and that's the camera.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Cheers, thank you. Bye.
Anyway, the GoPro. I didn't finish with the GoPro because the software had issues detecting my camera, and overcapture works, but not with Final Cut Pro. I really wanted to use the GoPro Fusion, but the trouble is, as a Final Cut Pro user, I'm not able to use that footage to its full potential. You have to have Adobe software for that. In April, Sony showed us another incredible advancement in camera tech with the A9. In fact, Sony are doing this at such a regular rate, it's kind of getting boring. It's great for the industry though, it needs somebody to shake it up. Release some cameras with sick specs and lenses that have amazing bokeh. Actually, that should be Bokeh. King of Bokeh! Hopefully it's the fire under the bum of the likes of Canon to drive them to do something better. And of course this is Canon's 30th anniversary of EOS, and they celebrated it by doing... not that. Or this. But they did hold a rather nice celebration event in London, which I'm sure was a nice break for anybody working in London. By holding it in a place which is surely the worst part of working in London, the commute. Still, I got to play with the 1DX2 and we saw some young lady dressed as a granny at the races. However, the old boy Nikon also threw a surprise party for its 100th and came dressed as Bjorn. Funny, I always thought he was Japanese. And then they announced the D850 to celebrate, which was actually really quite good. The Nikon D850 seemed like the saviour for Nikon, proof that DSLRs are not dead. But then Sony answered with the A7R3. In October, Sony announced the A7R3. It's fantastic, much improved, probably the best camera of the year, pushing the boundaries of mirrorless technology. Yawn. Other stuff happened in October though. And October was the month where we saw the image of that lady flipping the bird to the bird-nested hare one, aka Trump, giving him a little bit of a frosty welcome. I guess you could counterbalance that with a bit of global warming. And I tested some Chinese lenses, and they were actually some class glass. These days, Chinese made shit isn't just shit, it's pretty good shit. Rolling into the last months of the year, November and December, and there were months where I got to test two not so new medium format cameras, but the companies noticed that I hadn't dropped anything for a while, so decided to trust me with expensive kit, and I got back to my roots. No, I didn't try to find my ancestors, I did landscapes, the thing that got me into photography, and this is something I'll be doing more of. I've been making videos for CVP also with T-Pan.
Thanks for subscribing. And Tim, why are you pointing down there?
I know.
Subscribe for Tim's penis.
Man, you need to censor this. Children cannot take it.
Children cannot take it. Oh, Tim. No.
But other than that, in my personal life, it's been great. We've got little Ickle Wong Jr. in our lives. Me and Mrs. Wong have been, well, super tired. There have been a few sleepless nights. But it is such a rewarding experience being a parent to such a bundle of joy and ball of energy. But 2017 has been a pretty poor year for video uploads on this channel. 52 videos before this video, which is about 1 a week, which is not very good. But for 2018, there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more variety. Hopefully, what would you like to see? Please let me know. But for sure, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be doing reviews, tips, more F word, hopefully some collabs and maybe some short vloggy stuff, which I'll call, snaps, and some weird, random, hopefully funny stuff, which will be the next video that you'll see in the new year. And on that note, Happy New Year.